Hey everyone, I have something special for you today to make money with YouTube. It's an incredible piece of software that will help get your videos ranked within minutes. And best of all, I'm giving it away for free.
The HydroVid X-Ray program exists purely to give you a starting advantage when you're looking at video marketing as a tool. HydroVid X-Ray allows you to choose any keyword and examine exactly what's happening with that keyword on YouTube already, giving you an advantage to be able to outrank those videos that are already there. So I'll show you what I mean here. We have a couple of different options. You can choose YouTube as a search. You can choose to search just a YouTube user, specific username and channel, or you can look on the web and look at the rank trackings of specific websites. So starting with YouTube, and let's drop in a keyword here. So say for example that I'm going after a niche and I want to talk about wine tasting. So why would I want to do this search? Because simply I want to get to the top of the search and I want to know everything. So I can choose how many results to show, and this will show in rank order. So if I click on search, it takes just a second, and I can see the rank of each one of these videos. Now these are the rankings in YouTube live as they are right now. There's a lot of information in the HydroVid X-Ray program, and we'll go through all the different bits and pieces. So for a start, I can see the title, I can see the URL of the video itself, so I can click and go directly to that video if I want to. I can see the rating of that video, how many likes and dislikes it's got, the description, okay, the description link showing does that specific video have a link in it, and I'll talk about that more in just a second. We can look at how many views, how many comments, how many people have added it to their favorites, when it was published, the tags, what category it's gone into, who was the user, and a few other bits and pieces here. We can use the built-in system to contact the owner of that using the YouTube contact system, or we can drop a comment on that video itself. Now please be careful, HydroVid X-Ray is not designed to be a spamming tool. Don't go through and comment on lots of videos dropping links, because YouTube will automatically delete those comments as spam anyway. Not the great way to go. But let's talk about what is a great way to go. So the reason that we're doing this search, as we said, is because we want to outrank these videos. So we want to look at what's in the title, what's in the description, what's in the tags. So if I'm looking for wine tasting, I want to see, for example, in this title, it says the exact word wine tasting, how to taste wine, how to taste wine. So it actually, only a couple of the top ones have the exact phrase of wine tasting. So I know how to structure my title to make sure I drop that in there. I would structure it in such a way, so using it as an example, wine tasting, how to taste wine in the best way, or something along that way. See how it's got the initial keyword wine tasting first, and then how to taste, sorry my spelling, how to taste wine, because we've got wine tasting but also how to taste wine, so that just showed me that that phrase ranks well in the title. So when I was doing my title, I would put the main keyword and also that secondary phrase in the title as well. As we move across, we look at the description. So we can look, for example, I've just sorted that alphabetically, apologies there. Let's go back and sort that by rank. If I click on any of these titles, it will sort it highest to lowest. In the description, we want to look at, for example, exactly how that description is structured, so that I can, again, structure mine in a better way. If my keyword appears in the description 2 times, I would want my description to have that keyword 3 times. Whenever I'm talking about videos, I always like to do the description as several paragraphs. So if we're looking at the description here, I would have my main keyword first, so it would be wine tasting, and then a sentence or two about that, blah 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 blah, wine tasting. Then in the second paragraph, I want to mention my keyword again, so paragraph 2. Okay, and again you can see that how to taste is a key phrase there, so I would say how to taste wine is an art form, whatever it might you want to say, etc. And then paragraph 3, to make sure I have my main keyword again, wine tasting globally is a known art, something like that, you know. So this is just for description. So in my description, I'm going to have at least 3 paragraphs, and I want to mention my main keywords a number of times. How many times? Well, have a look at the competitors that are there and literally just outword them. So we don't want to just, again, spam the description with billions of wine tasting, whatever your keyword is, you want to structure that in a sentence, in a descriptive and discussion format, but make sure that you're looking. So for example, if we see that they have the keyword mentioned twice, you need to mention it 3 times to get in there. Okay. The same in the tags. So let's have a look at the tags and find out what tags are being listed often, and then how we can list those same tags. As a key and a structure point, bit of a ninja tactic, whatever your competitive top tags are, so top channels are, sorry, put those in your tags. So for example, these users, they are the channels. So when I'm doing if I was trying to rank for wine tasting, I might take the top 1 or 2, don't take all of them, but the top 1 or 2 channel owners that already rank for that key phrase, and I would add it to my tags. So when I'm doing my tags, so I'll have tags. I'm going to have wine tasting, obviously, because that's my key phrase. I'm going to have how to taste wine, because that shows up a lot. Okay. I'm going to have the good stuff, because that channel name. Okay. So I'm going to actually include that in the same way, the good stuff, like that. And maybe even the second one as well, make laugh not war. Make capital make laugh not war. Okay, just to include it. So I'm going to have at least 5 to 10 tags, and I'm going to get those tags and see what the best is from the existing records that are there. And then the ninja tactic, they take the top couple of keyword channel names and add them to your tags. Why? Because when people are watching this video, if you've tagged them, your videos will show up. Alright, so that's just a way to, I guess, video jack what's there. So that's how to use the X-Ray program to see what's already ranking, and then to structure your title, description, and tags in the same way. Now also with your description, one thing I forgot to mention, do put a link to your channel. Okay, so if it's my own YouTube channel, I'll add something like for more on this topic of keyword, in this case it's wine tasting, but I'll put keyword, see our channel, like that. Okay, so that literally just drops our channel into the description as well, again to keep those related videos together. So we're looking at how to use HydraVid X-Ray to examine what's already working and then structure our videos the same way. Okay, let me talk a little bit more about what we can see here. We can also choose to filter the results, showing, for example, only ones that have got more than 100 likes. So I'll go up here and say, okay, find likes greater than 100. And add that to my filters. So now I've only got the ones that have got more than 100 likes on there. Okay, or I can filter by only those that have the description link contains the word yes or no in that example. And I'll talk about that now. So these are the only ones that have got more than 100 likes but don't have a link in the description. So what does this description link mean? I said I'd talk about that. This gives you a great traffic opportunity. So in this particular keyword, these videos are in the top 20 results and don't have a link in their description. Now here's a great technique and a great tactic that I've used successfully. Contact these video owners and ask them to include a link. Be nice and be polite, as we all are, and say, hi, I noticed that you've got the top ranking video for the key phrase wine tasting. I've got a small ebook out. I'd love to put a link in your description if that's okay. Could you put this link, for more ebook? Click on this link and include your link in the top ranking descriptions. They haven't got a link. Now, quite often you might offer to pay. The traffic to that video might be so significant. You might say, look, how about if I could, drop you $5 a month, or $20 to do that for me? And you'll be surprised how many people with top-ranking videos but no link in their description will be happy to take your link and add it, because money's money. So you might have to pay them monthly, you might have to pay them a one-time, but if the traffic is significant to that video, that's a worthwhile investment. So that's how to use the filters. We can add any of the columns, contains, doesn't contains, greater than or equal to, and I can add them to my filter set. If I want to remove those filters, it's quite easy. Just click on the red minus sign there. As I mentioned, all the columns are sortable. Okay. Now, so that's the YouTube. I can also dump any of these results into CSV file. So I can click here, I can export those files straight to a CSV, so then I can copy and paste if I wanted to, straight from the titles and tags and descriptions, and save that CSV file somewhere that I could then go and work with that data a little bit more. So that's the export button over here. Okay, so this is the YouTube. We can also look at channel specific information. So let's say, for example, I've got this channel, this The Good Stuff channel, and I want to see what else that particular person has done. So I can use the channel examiner, and I can go here, The Good Stuff, okay, and I can search their channel. So here is everything that specific YouTube user has uploaded, and I've got all of the details here. So I can see that this person uploads a lot of videos, alright, for a start, gets a lot of likes, okay, lots and lots of information there. And so I can use the channel examiner to go and examine people in my niche, in my industry. I can look at what kind of things they're uploading, where their interests lie, and connect with them. That might be a good JV opportunity, or I might, as I said, be able to drop in links into their descriptions, or however we want to use that information. So I can use the channel examiner. And the final one here is just the rank tracker system, and this is specifically if you're trying to increase the rank of your own website. You want to be able to target a key phrase and see where you show up. So for example, there's a launch on at the moment which is called Member Deliver. We're ranking #1, so if I put in here Member Deliver and I just put in here my URL, okay, and search, I'll be able to see exactly where that shows up. On Google, for example, we're ranking #1 for that particular key phrase, as we're offering a bonus. So you can choose anything you like. So if I look at a couple of our other programs that are out there, or whatever, it might just be your specific website and what keyword and where you show up on the different search engines there for that particular keyword and phrase. So that's how to use HydroVid X-Ray. The most powerful areas are the front one here with YouTube, where you can go through each video, examine what's happening, and use the information there to get your own head start. Contact the video owners to get links put in, but most importantly, to be able to structure your videos in the right way to outrank the competition, and that's what we're really talking about there. So that's the HydroVid X-Ray program.